Thank you for having me, and I should say, I'm a huge Porsche fan as well. And my favorite non-electric car is a Porsche 911, and the 993 Pro 4S out there will be fun to launch. So, but I think this event's a really special thing for us to be a participant in and to be here. Beyond just the excitement of seeing all different kinds of cars go around the track, be it slippery conditions or split seconds or not being tracked, as you said, to the T. For us as a company, and the reason I started Rivian, was to not only enable, very importantly, inspire adventure. And we talk about adventure all the time across the business. We talk about it when we're developing our products, when we're thinking about the types of customer experiences we're building. And adventure underlines so much of what we do. And that we see that from the very early days of the company, even the idea of starting a car company. And so this idea of adventure is forever is embedded in all of the things we do. But some of the things we do have a little bit more. And for the things that we're doing that have a little bit more adventure, we started thinking about, well, how do we position those? How do we characterize those? And we decided, and our teams, and Jeff and our design studio and our product teams started saying, well, we should create a special division, something like an M division or something like a GT division. And we ended up with this idea of the Rivian Adventure Department, or RAD. And initially it was just something we were having fun with internally, and it started to really catch on. And we're really excited to actually officially make that part of our brand portfolio. And to have variants of our vehicles that just take it up to 11, just take it a little higher, and do it in an enjoyable way, do it where there's almost a sense of humor and a sense of excitement just around the idea of loving a vehicle, loving the performance of a vehicle, loving what it can do, loving the unexpected capabilities of it. But it embodies more than just our vehicles. It embodies the types of things we do. And if I were to think of some of the first events that we've done that capture that, going back years ago, going back to 2018, 2019, around the same time you started FAD, we had somebody called me and said, hey, we're doing this drive with electric bikes, and we wanted an electric truck to drive from the tip of South America to LA. And this was about 2 years before we launched the products. And they said, can you send us 2 cars? And I remember we had 2 cars in total as a whole company that worked, or sort of worked. And I thought for 5 seconds, I looked in the room, the person across the table was looking at me saying, no. And I of course said yes. And so we got off the phone, he said, what are you doing? We don't have a vehicle that's ready to drive 4 months and 15,000 miles from the tip of South America to LA, off-road of course. And how are we going to charge it? And I said, well, this is going to be an adventure. And that spirit is so much of what embodies us as a brand, and so much of what embodies the products. And it's really exciting to be able to launch this in this environment with such an adventurous group of people that are here to enjoy the core essence of what it means to be human, to do things that scare us and to do things that we're, stretch our level of comfort. So again, thank you, Sam, for hosting us, and thank you, Bert, for having this amazing event and letting us be part of it.